But this is going, we're in Jacksonville right now. This is going to Carlisle. So what's that, 12, 14 hours? So we better make sure we get the good tires on there. Holy sh... Oh my God. Well, boys, we are on the side of the highway. Kapati. All right, so the FedEx box came with the wire harness for the VGT. So we're gonna wait till it gets a little bit warmer to install that, but I'm gonna wait till it gets a little warmer, go install that, and if it works, I'll let you guys vote on what we do next to Bertha. Hey guys, we are down in Florida. FedEx came on Monday. I told you guys I paid for the shipping. So we gotta go drop this motor off with trans and everything. She's a little shaky, but it's all right. Definitely, yeah, we'll definitely tighten this up a little bit. One more good pull. For good measure. Now, yeah, she's gonna bounce a little bit, but it's okay. So we're gonna get this new harness installed. I'm ready to hear if this is gonna work or not, because this harness is what's gonna determine if we're keeping the VGT or we're gonna do a second gen swap. And I really like the manifold location right now, but the second popular thing, everybody does it, is second gen swap. So let's go get the old harness off and start fucking with the new harness. So we're fueling up now, and I got the second module, or the second harness in, and it's doing the exact same thing the other one was. So as much as I hate to do it, I think it's time we just give up on it, because I'm into this whole thing about 7,500 bucks and it's not working. So I don't know what to do. Don't know. I've just been paying out of pocket to get the, you know what I mean, to get the things in so that I could diagnose them faster. And unfortunately, I think that it's just not gonna work on my truck. For some reason, anytime we plug in the coolant temp sensor to my truck and the device, it just kicks it out. So I plugged in the other one thinking, hey, let's see if it works. The exhaust brake button though, that comes on. I just, unfortunately, without swapping the entire wire harness out on the truck, who even knows if that's what it is, we have nothing. VGT doesn't work. It started up, it was in the middle position when we put the actuator on it, and then it went right to open, and that's where we're at. So the only thing I can really do is I can try to recoup my money and pretty much sell the whole kit outright, because I mean, it's sub 10,000 mile turbo and it's got a brand new actuator. The whole kit's brand new, but I'm at the point where it's like there's nothing really left. I've bought the kit twice. I bought an actuator when the last one locked up. I got this fleece charger off that parts truck. That was $5 grand. And I mean, yeah, I don't really don't know really where to go at this point. All right, so I kind of wanted to prove a point here. So you can see the water leaking under the truck from the AC, but this truck's been sitting here for about 10-15 minutes. And other than the AC spot from somebody else before me, there is no oil or anything under this truck. This thing does not leak anything. I'm gonna show you guys the mileage. We're at 369,000 miles. This thing's been running for 462 minutes. So just trying to go through and figure out why that kit didn't work on my truck, but I wanted to prove a point. It's not like it's just going on any random truck that's all clapped out. Like, this is a truck that physically goes across the country and back multiple times without issues. The only issue that I've had in the recents was that coolant line blowing out. And you can see there's no coolant leaks or oil leaks or anything under the truck. So, I don't know. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm giving up on it. I haven't decided yet if we're gonna do a second gen swap or I'm gonna keep the T4 manifold and do a drop-in for a 6.7. Black Market Performance sells one. You can see the actuator on the side, and look how easy that is to get to. So, yeah, I don't know, but I got about an hour to go. We're going to pick up a trailer, and then we're heading back down to Miami, and then I bought a truck. Also wanted to prove a point. point as well. Look at all the fucking coal before it spools. Like, it'll spool it, but it's super laggy and super smoky. Once it spools, it's fine, but it's one of those, like, I don't know. I really want a VGT on this truck. And unfortunately, BD's the only one that makes the kit, and their kit isn't working with my truck. I don't know if that's BD's fault or it's my truck's fault or what, but I've had 6 people reach out to me and tell me they have the kit and it works great, and I've had 1 person reach out to me and say they've had nothing but problems. I think that's pretty good odds, 1 out of 6 or 1 out of 7, but now I'm 2 out of 8, so. All right, guys, we got ourselves a 10,000-pound washroom trailer. So we're gonna pick this one up, and we are taking this one down to Miami, and then we'll go pick up my new truck. She has been received. So something else to consider as well, like, this is a genuinely smooth running, has plenty of power. I'm in overdrive right now, and I mean, we're doing 71, 72, coolant temp's good, EGTs are decent. Now, if I wanted to really stomp on it, you know, to get the turbo spooled, obviously I'd have to shift down, but I mean, just maintaining on I-95, going southbound, whether it's uphill, downhill, it's not really any mountains that make it uncomfortable, but I don't know, just thought I'd share. This is my experience. So other than these absolute garbage roads, I've had cruise set for the past couple hours, and I keep forgetting there's a trailer back there. This thing weighs, I think, about 10,000 pounds, and I always forget that it's back there. And this is with the vanes open. Imagine if we could just get it to work, how much more power this thing would have. But I mean, it's doing all right. You can see the throttle position gauge at the bottom right, so cruise control is on. These roads are awful. All right, so we're filling the tank. I'm done for the day. And one reason I like doing fucking power only and stuff is literally because the truck spots are full, and I come over here and I park here. Also, she has so much room to run, she doesn't know what to do with all this room. There's a fucking guardrail right there, and she can just fucking run this whole distance, and she's loving it. Want to let you guys know to use Mud Flap. They have really good customer service. So I called, and we were having an issue with one of the cards. Now, I ended up using another one, but she was able to go out of her way and make some shit happen that, like, you normally wouldn't. And I've been using them for a couple years now, but man, their customer service is just great. And if you ever need anything from them, literally just call them and they will take care of it for the most part, as long as you're not, well, yeah, I've been dealing with them for a while, and anytime I need something, I can just call them. And guess what? They don't speak a different language, and they don't put fucking Allahu Akbar on the damn, you know what I mean? They actually are English-speaking people, and they'll actually sit there and help you. So customer service is great. Link in the description. Hazel sees chickens. Get them. Get them. Get them. Get them. Oh my God, guys, you ain't gonna believe this shit. All right, you can tell by the smile on my face. So I figured it out. Oh my God, I figured out what was wrong. We have whistling noises. Let's go take it for a drive. We gotta drive it. It's making weird noises. I hear squealing again. Bruh, you don't need to take that corner that long. It squeals weirdly, like, I don't know, let's go take it out on the main road. That's weird. Your bikes. Yeah, I'm hearing squealing again, which I don't like, but it works. I figured out what's going on with it. And we have coolant temp working. Holy shit! Oh my god. That squeal's gonna piss me off. Yeah, that squeal's gonna piss me off. Oh man, we have a manifold leak again somehow. But it works. Oh my god, I don't gotta go spend fucking $7,000 on a new setup. Oh my god, that's awesome. I need to figure out why I keep blowing exhaust manifold gaskets though. I just fixed it. Just fixed it. It was perfect and now it's not. I hate that squeal. That squeal's gonna piss me off. But it spools so quick. Speed run head gasket. Oh, I hate that. The exhaust brake works, everything works, but it fucking squeals. Oh my god, I gotta fix that. Alright, we're gonna stop here at the marathon. Guys, that is a fucking game changer. I figured it out. I figured out what I did wrong. And this is just absolute insanity that it works. It's not perfect. That actuator is being really, really, really weird. I don't know. It might be all right. But the fucking leak of that's high-pitched squealing is going to piss me off. What are you guys doing to keep these things from leaking? Because every turbo that I've ever done for a customer has never had a problem. And I just cannot seem to keep these bolts tight. I have no idea. I've replaced the studs. I have tightened the ever-loving shit out of them. No, you cannot get a torque wrench on them. It is not physically possible. The back one, the bottom one you can get a torque wrench on. The front one, maybe. The other front one, potentially. But the one in the back, there's no way getting a torque wrench on it. So I'm going to go tidy up these wires and enjoy the fact that I have a working turbo. All right, so I got everything reloomed, put back. And I don't know if anybody caught it, but this entire mishap, the reason the coolant sensor wasn't working, this and that, is apparently I missed the step in the instructions. And it was an accident. But yeah, those two bolts back there backed off again, and I really don't know what to do about it. So if you guys know. But yeah, everything nice and loomed. I have to wait tomorrow to be able to get my cutters out, but everything's nice and loomed again. And we have an exhaust brake, whether I want to use it or not, because of the sound pisses me off. So I'm gonna wash my hands. So real quick, I would like to interrupt this video here to show you guys how proud I am of this little girl here. So when I first got her, nobody wanted her. She had fleas, worms, like you name it. She had all these problems and was kind of abused. Paid $400 for her. We spent probably $800-ish at the vet. Got everything taken care of. Here we are 4 months later. And she used to love to, anytime she'd see food, she would rip it out of your hands, this and that. She couldn't be trusted outside. So I trained her without a leash that she can go do whatever she wants to do. The only thing I'm working on is if she sees people, she runs up to them. That's the only thing I'm working on. If there's no people, we're good. But check this out. I want to show you something. I have a combo. Hazel. Hazel. Sit. I'm gonna hold it here in front of me until she sits. There we go. Good girl. Stay. Now watch. Stay. I'm showing you she's very patient. Stay. Go ahead. See? She's been such a good girl. And we did go get her fixed. You guys wanted a Hazel update. This is your Hazel update. She is a fucking amazing dog. Best well-behaved dog I've ever had. And she has been to most states. She has pooped in probably 20 states now at this point. That's a good girl. And she has never once Peter pooped in the truck. She woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning because she had to go potty. So I just opened the door, let her go out and run, do her thing. She peed and pooped. She came right back in. And then I gave her her treats. That's a good dog. But she also makes cool noises. Watch this. If you guys know corgis, they make the weirdest fucking noises. I've never heard an animal sound like this, and it's hilarious. She gets way louder, but... Alright, so we're trying to drop this motor. I want to let you guys know, those Anderson cables, they will start a dead-ass semi. How do I know? I know I talk a lot of shit on the tractor brigades, the Tupperware turbines, whatever you want to call them. I had one stop by this morning, asked me if I had jumper cables, and I said, yes, I do. And we hooked it up here, we high idled it, took about 2-3 minutes. We got her started. As much as I talk my shit on here, I still help people. Alright, truckers, whatever, anybody. I don't care, I help people. Miami sucks though, I hate it down here. I love Florida, but I hate Miami. I would not survive doing freight. Truckers, hot shots, if you do freight, enjoy it. I don't. This is the most freight I'm ever gonna take. I ain't doing this again. I mean, I will if I'm paid for it, but damn, fuck this. So we went to the front. They said go to the back. The back said go to the other corner. Now we're on spot number 3. He said go drop at door number 1. So let's go see if I can do that. All right, they're taking it now. Finally. Ready to see that thing go. That has been a 2-month in the progress. All right, let's go pick up this truck. This might make it into the video, I don't know yet, but this is the first time I've ever been to Buc-ee's. So, and her. Me and her. Both to Buc-ee's. Would you like some water? Well, needless to say, that experience was overwhelming, but I got a small bag of Doritos, as I usually do. I got a pulled pork sandwich, and we got a 40 grams of protein. These are my second favorite protein shakes. I like the Muscle Milks as number 1, but yep. Let's get out of here. She just ate, and we got about 2 hours to go. All right, guys, we're here, picking her up. Figure it should be well, I thought it was gonna be a clean shell, but I guess the rockers. We're gonna pencil toe this up. I gotta switch wheels and tires around. I gotta take the wheels off the back, but this is what we got. Let's see how this goes. It's already in neutral. I guess the driver's already put it here, so. Oh man, I don't know how many miles are on it. Not that it matters. The transmission and transfer case are already gone. He's taken that, and then I'm gonna end up having to rebuild the motor because, well, needless to say, you guys know, if you watched the video before where we pulled the turbo off of this truck, there's the clamp. Yeah, this motor has a hole in the piston, so we're gonna pull it out, clean it up, rebuild the motor, and see how that goes. and then we'll have a spare 6.7. And go figure it's gonna rain. All right, we got her pulled out. I gotta take the front drive shaft off. I was told it didn't have one. That's not a big deal. I'm gonna take the front drive shaft off, get it pulled out to where it's straight. We're gonna replace both these front tires with one of the better ones. They don't need to have a ton of tread on them. They just need to have air in them is really the main thing. This bed sits up very, very high. So we'll see what we have to do, but it's gonna be close. Gonna have to lift the axles up. We're gonna have to hold that up, pull the tires off, swap to this side, tie the steering down, and then we should be good to go. Potentially we'll take the bumper off, but we will see if it's feasible. This bumper is in pretty decent condition. Looks like it just needs cleaning up, so we'll see. It's a heavy duty 44. All right, taking me a little bit longer than I wanted to, but we're in sand and I only have the bottle jack. I got plenty of wood though. It's leaning this way because obviously this tire being down, so this is gonna be on the ground. So once we get a good tire on it, get the steering, I'm gonna strap that down now. And most of the weight, I'm gonna take a lot of this stuff out of the bed and put it in Bertha, because if I leave it here, that's a lot of weight on this hitch and I don't like that. So all of this, I'm gonna clean this bed out, move everything that's heavy to the front, or to the back, sorry, to Bertha. And I'm gonna get this steering wheel tied down. We're gonna get this drive shaft pulled. And hopefully we have a nice smooth ride all the way back up. This has been fun. But this is going, we're in Jacksonville right now. This is going to Carlisle. So what's that, 12, 14 hours? So we better make sure we get the good tires on there. Well, now we're getting hail. Bertha's totaled. Oh God. Was not expecting hail. God damn. I was so close. I just got to put the thingy on the back and then put the tires in the bed and then we're good, but then it decided to hail. I think that was already there. All right, so we got everything swapped. I had to drive down to Love's to go get all the tires inflated. One was at 30, one was at 40. So I got those inflated, and then I got two in the bed up to 70. So everything's up to 70. The axle's slightly off the ground. And we now have a 12-hour ride back to home. So once this rain stops, I'll get a video clip, but I want to drive as much as possible tonight, because if it don't look right, you haul at night. Well, boys, we are on the side of the highway, but not for what you'd think. So let's come over here, check it out. Let's get you guys zoomed in. So we're good, no big deal. This side's good. This is the side I thought was gonna blow out, but that thing's been a tank. Over here, we got a blowout. So I just turned that off, but it is working. So this tire, that tire's kind of warm, but we have two good ones. So between this one and this one, I think I'm gonna go for this one, but I filled both of these up to 72 PSI. So everything's still good. We got our chains, everything. I didn't cross them, I know. I'm bad fucking steering wheel holder. It is what it is. So I'm gonna get this thing jacked up. Shouldn't be too tricky. And then, yeah, we're just gonna slap a new tire on it. Really brings you back. Fucking cars coming at you. I was like, I knew I'd know when a blowout was gonna happen. Like, I knew I'd feel it. Like, if this thing blows out, it's gonna get squirrely. All right. Yeah, we saw that coming. Do I leave it here on the side of the road for the next guy? What do you guys think? Where's the ABS wire? Huh. Yeah, this thing's pretty rotted. Can't wait to get it back and see what's wrong with it, get the head off of it. I should have filmed it, but I sat here and thought to myself, how am I gonna get that off? Pull my tools out. So I threw it on the ground. And well, it came right off. So I try to keep these safe. These things are light enough. I'll probably just throw it right there. But yeah, this tire I like more because this is a Dynapro, pretty sure. Hankook, Dynapro, same thing. So slap this fucking Larry Hoover on the front, and then that means we have 2 Dynapros. So hopefully this one lasts. I don't see any dry rot. At least not bad. I guess we'll see. Guys, get you one of them fucking jacks. Because perfect fucking height. Now, I'm hoping we don't have any more blowouts on the way home. But if we do, we have one more spare. The rest of them are flat. One lost a valve stem when I went to check the pressure. The fucking thing stuck. And then one was completely blown out in general. So someone's gonna complain about that. Oh yeah, Ugga Duggas. Ain't no torque specs around here. Hopefully Enrique gets a citizenship here soon so that he can come back and be my mechanic. So I try to keep my shit organized in the box. You can see my jack. That way it doesn't move. Now I gotta go grab the other wheel. While I'm here on the side of the road, I'm just gonna feed her. You want some food? I'm gonna feed her. And then we're gonna go potty. Oh God, quality is ass. All right, here's where we're at. We've been making it. Everything's good. Checking the tires, kicking everything. Look at that clearance. Just barely. Also, this thing has a one-piece drive shaft. I don't know if that's factory or not. I don't know. I really don't know. But tires have been doing all right. Looks like when that tire went, ripped out a few things, but not a big deal. We got the lights. I still haven't fixed the white stuff. I've only had 2 people high beam me, but like 50 cars tonight have had their high beams on, including semis. So it is what it is. Fuck 'em. All right, it is the next day. We're still making it. We're close. Light's still there, so we are gonna head out. Also, if somebody wants this fuel tank, this is gonna be for sale. I need to clean this out. But other than that, fender actually didn't take too much. So there you go. We're gonna clear it out, go over, do some inventory. I gotta give him all this stuff. There's a lot of money in here that we're gonna go over inventory and whatnot. But yeah, oh man, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in another video. Sorry for not posting a lot, but I just haven't been posting. I've been super busy. We've been doing pretty decent months, and I have been slacking on the YouTube content. So I'm gonna try to do better. I can't promise anything, but I would definitely try my best to start posting more. But yeah, when we get back, we're gonna pull the manifold on Bertha. I ordered one of those 14mm crow's feet. So we're gonna try to get a fucking torque wrench in there. I'm gonna do what I can, and then we're just gonna tack weld each one of the nuts, because it just, I don't know what it is. I've never had bolts come loose on a customer, but it's like on my own shit. This is the 3rd time they've come loose. I don't know if it's a 2-piece manifold thing. I don't know if it's just the nuts that they use. I don't know. but they keep backing off on the left side, and I cranked on them hard enough on the one side that actually came loose. And I know a lot of people that don't torque their turbo nuts and they don't come loose, and it's like, you can get on a stock turbo on the 3rd gens, you can torque the back 2 bolts, and on the 6.7s you can torque the back one, but the other 3 you have to just get a wrench in there. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna head home. I don't know how much we have left. I think we have like 7 hours or something, so let's get moving and let's hope DOT don't say nothing.